Okay then, we're on the 202 service from Bromsgrove back to Halesowen. And we're travelling on the same bus which we had the previous week on the outbound journey from Halesowen to Bromsgrove. And now we're doing the Bromsgrove back to Halesowen. And the bus is the Optare Solo, and we're in the same seat where we was on the outbound line. And the fleet number 20912 MX57 UPT. So we're just departing from Bromsgrove and we're heading back towards Halesowen. So we just left the bus station in Bromsgrove and we're just going past the Aldi, which is on the left hand side, and of course the Lidl on the right hand side. And the Lidl is next door to the Home Bargains and of course the Iceland Food Warehouse. And that used to be a Focus DIY shop there in the past. But, however, Focus no longer exists because the only DIY shops that you'll find these days is, of course, B&Q and Homebase. I know you got Wix, but that's a home improvement business. And there's the BP petrol station. It's got a Costa Express concession. Costa coffee machine. And, of course, there's a Halfords just right at the end of this road here. Along this road. So we're heading back to Halesowen. So I just hope that you enjoy the journey. Okay then guys, we are now in Ruby High Street. So this is Ruby High Street. Now we covered this on the outbound 202 the previous week, and now we're doing it the inbound 202. So we're heading in the direction back towards Halesowen. Now, as you know, the 202 heading towards Halesowen faces the Bromsgrove direction of the 144A, while the Bromsgrove direction of the 202 faces the Longbridge direction of the 144A. So we are now at the end of the high street, so we're now going to turn sharply left, which is right here. So here we go, we're turning left, and it's really great that I'm filming through this windscreen here, so you can see what's coming up. So it's a POV, point of view, so you can see what's coming up on this route, rather than filming sideways, where you'd rather film facing forward, so you can see what's coming up en route. So here we go, let's continue on our journey. So then just past us was the other 202 bus, and that one was the spare bus, and that one was a Volvo V7R Relay with a Plaxton Centro body, and the fleet number of that one was 30825, and that was BX09 SRO, and that bus has leather seats in. And as you know, that bus used to be a black diamond liveried Plaxton Centro, and that was for use on routes across the Black Country, because it was known as the Royal Black Diamond Bus, and the Royal Black Diamond buses looked very iconic. There was a Black Diamond Optare Solo that survived at Redditch up until 2020, and then it got repainted into the brighter diamond bus livery. So anyway, here we go, we're now on the estate at the back end of Ruby, and we're on our way to Franklin now. So then, just now passing us is an Enviro 400 on a 63 service heading to Franklin, and that is operated by NXWM from the Birmingham Central Depot. So we are now on our way towards Franklin now, and we will be coming towards the Holly Hill Shopping Centre, which is like a small shopping centre with a few smaller shops. So here we are, we're going to turn right here and head to the Holly Hill Shopping Centre. So then, we're not going to be far away from the Holly Hill Shopping Centre, which is over Franklin. So we have done really well with all the videos that were added onto this YouTube channel, Joe's Bus Train Play and Lift Adventures. So more and more videos are coming very soon. So we've done the 145 from Longbridge down to Bromsgrove, known as the 145A. And next week, coming up on Tuesday, we've only got like the local in Stourbridge, but the week after we're doing the 147 from Halesowen to Bromsgrove, but we're only going as far as the bus station in Bromsgrove. So all being well, we'll be on the 147 from Halesowen to Bromsgrove. So here we go. We're now heading towards Holly Hill Shopping Centre. So this is Holly Hill Shopping Centre, located here in Franklin. So we're now at Holly Hill Shopping Centre, located here in Franklin. So let's continue on our journey as we head to my favourite part of the route, and you probably guessed what it is. Yes, Egg Hill Lane. Okay then, guys, we're now on our way to my best part of the 202 route, which is of course Egg Hill Lane. So I'll be on our way to Egg Hill Lane, where the bus will thrash up the hill. So we are going through the Holly Hill end. Now, as you know, the 44 route didn't thrash up Egg Hill Lane compared to the 202, but the 44 did come along here, but instead of turning left on Egg Hill Lane, it turned right and went down into the centre of Northfield. And but now the 202 got reinstated at the end of December 2020, and the 44 was dropped while the 202 was reintroduced. So we're now on our way towards the Egg Hill Lane. So the Egg Hill Lane is not far away now, and in front of us is the National Grid, which I once called the Frankly Harper Pylons on my old videos. And there's the 61 bus on route into Frankly. As you know, we are competing with NX buses throughout the route, even when we get into Halesowen, where we'll be competing with the X8 through part of Quinton, where that will then go on to Blackheath, but we'll then be following the 19 route, which is the QE Hospital to Dudley through Halesowen, and we'll be following that into Halesowen, along with the X10 Birmingham to Gornalwood through Halesowen. So anyway, here we are, just coming towards the Egg Hill Lane. So just enjoy the journey as we thrash up Egg Hill Lane. So then we're now coming off the Eagle Lane, which adjoins with Ravenhays Lane, and we're going onto the Balmoral Road, where we will then go onto Scotland Lane, and we will be back in Bartley Green, where we were this morning when we did the 002 route from Merry Hill up to Wheely Castle, and that was a great trip. So we did 002 Merry Hill to Wheely Castle, a round trip on the 39 to Quinton World's End, and then full trip down to Longbridge, and then we jumped on the 145A down to Bromsgrove and jumped on the 202 to take us back to Halesowen, and it's been a great trip across South Birmingham and into Bromsgrove. So we're now on the Balmoral Road, and when we get to Bartley Green we'll be going back through part the same route as the 002, but when we get to Lapal we're not going to turn left, we're going to turn right and go through Hurst Green, and then we'll go down Mucklows Hill where the B&Q is, where the because that's where the 202 route goes. And we were here the previous week when we did the outbound 202 down to Bromsgrove, and now we're doing the return journey back to Halesowen. So here we are now in Bartley Green. Okay then guys, we are now going to be heading down towards Halesowen and going down the Mucklow Hill. So here's the Mucklow Hill coming up right now. So we're going round the roundabout at Hurst Green and we're going to go down Mucklow Hill. So this is Mucklow Hill, and when we go down Mucklow Hill we'll see the B&Q Halesowen branch. So the Halesowen branch of B&Q is going to be coming up right now. So it will be on our right hand side, and then of course we'll have the Wickes store, which used to be a WH Smith Do It All, and of course a Focus. So here we are now on the final approach to Halesowen, and I'll do my outro when we approach Halesowen Town Centre. So here we go, coming down towards the roundabout here at Mucklow Hill. So here's the roundabout right here, just by the B&Q store in Halesowen. So then, welcome back to Halesowen, and I hope you enjoyed the journey from Bromsgrove on the 202 service. And we were here this morning on the 002 service from Merry Hill up to Wheely Castle, and now we've come back to Halesowen on the 202 service. So we're just going to cross the roundabout by turning left and going past the parish church, and we will be parking up at Halesowen bus station. So we will be heading to the main stand at Halesowen bus station shortly, and we will be going past the William Shenstone Wetherspoons pub. So here we are, we've just gone across the roundabout, so we're entering Halesowen town centre right now. And there's Halesowen Parish Church, which is coming up in front of us. So there's the parish church in Halesowen, and here's the drop-off point for most services that come into Halesowen in this direction. So here's the shops here in Halesowen, and there's Halesowen High Street, well, Halesowen Town Centre, and there's the William Shenstone Wetherspoons pub. So that's the William Shenstone, and we're now coming into Halesowen bus station. And thank you very much for watching the 202 service. I hope you enjoyed the trip all the way from Bromsgrove, and we will be doing more and more videos in the not too distant future. So welcome back to Halesowen. So here we are, just approaching the stand, just right behind the X10 service on a service towards Gornal Wood via Merry Hill. Thank you for watching.